Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, the big news just coming in. Cemetery guard found murdered. Victim identified as 45-year-old Raju Ramamurthy. Nagar police station limits registered a complaint in this regard. This is the big news that is just coming in, where a cemetery guard was found murdered. The victim has been identified as 45-year-old Raju Ramamurthy. Nagar police have registered a complaint in this regard. My colleague Varghese joins us with more details on this. Well, Varghese, what more can you tell us?
Well, Nishchita, this particular murder came to light at this cemetery, and what we know is that there are hints that the police are saying that it could be a possibility that someone known to the victim itself who could have committed the murder. The body was found with the head smashed with by a huge stone. So initially they didn't understand who this person was until they were able to find out from the purse, his photograph and his name was written on it. So they came to know that this was Raju and that he was part of this cemetery, and that it has come out a very shocking incident for the people over there, because Raju is known to have had drunken bouts and has used to have fights with his friends inside the cemetery walls. So it was known that he did, after being drunk, he was not in his senses, and that there used to be a huge furor over there. So the police now suspect that in that drunken stupor, this entire incident must have happened between his friends and him. So they are looking at the possibility that who were present in the particular cemetery when the incident took place, Nishita.
Right, Varghese, thank you for joining us with all those details. Well, there we have it. The cemetery guard was found murdered, and Ramamurthy Nagar police have registered a complaint in this regard. The victim has been identified as Raju, who was found murdered under mysterious circumstances. Well, in fact, this is the big news that is just coming in. Yet another murder rocks Bengaluru. At this time around, it is a 45-year-old guard of a cemetery in Ramamurthy Nagar. The police officials have registered a complaint and are looking further into the matter. Moving on now, a police constable in Mysore has been creating quite a furor in the heritage city. After being completely drunk, this police constable has become a source of entertainment for the citizens of Mysore. The police constable in drunken stupor has been dancing around in public. He has been identified as Shivakumar. It is said that the drunk constable Shivakumar consumed alcohol and was seen dancing around public places in Mysore. And it was only after the people objected to his behavior did the police officials come in and take him into custody. This is the amateur footage of what transpired when the police constable consumed alcohol and is said to have created quite a scene on the streets of Mysore. Well, my colleague Nabila joins us with more details on this. Nabila, what more can you tell us?
Right, Nishchita, quite a hilarious sight there on the streets of Mysore. A drunk police constable named Shivakumar was behaving in quite a hilarious manner. If you can see that he danced to the tunes of Gangnam Style. It looks like Gangnam Style is not just popular with cricketers here. We see police constables as well aping them and trying to dance in front of the public. It clearly looks like the cop was in an inebriated state, Nishchita. Their police constable from Hunsur rural police station getting drunk and misbehaving, dancing to the tunes of Gangnam Style. People had to come, gather, literally catch hold of him and call cops, intimate cops immediately, and they came, held him together and took him back to the police station. So it's quite a hilarious sight there, we can to say the least, Nishchita. In fact, the police inspector, the police constable, we don't know if he was under depression or if he was really sad over something or if he was happy about something, but clearly since he was dancing drunk, it seems like he was high on life and as well as alcohol, and he let loose in front of the public in Mysore, and a man who ideally should be protecting the law was clearly breaking the law, considering he was wearing his police outfit. He was wearing his police costume, and he was drunk and dancing, so clearly he was going against the law there. Embarrassed police inspectors quickly came to the spot, dragged him to the cab, and took him back to the police station there, Nishita.
Right, absolutely, and we see the people there are pretty amused as well. What happened once they informed the police officials after he was taken in? Do we know as to if any action will be initiated against him for his irresponsible behavior, that too in uniform?
It seems like he could face suspension for a few days, Nishita. That's what we hear, but no official word from the police department of Honsur Rural Police Station. But it is definitely an embarrassment for the Honsur police, because a police constable from their own limits going out, instead of doing his duty in police uniform, he goes out there and dances to Gangnam Style, drinks alcohol in broad daylight. That's quite an embarrassing situation there. They could probably suspend him for a few weeks or months also, considering he was in police uniform, but no official word from there as yet, Nishita. But as of now, it seems like Mysoreans had quite a gala time looking at a cop in police uniform dancing to Gangnam Style, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details there, Nabila. Well, there we have it. This man that you see on the television screens, who is a police constable, was seen doing the Gangnam dance after consuming alcohol on the streets of Mysore, and that in uniform. It was only after it received considerable attention did the police officials come in. An embarrassed police team of police officials come in and have taken him away. And well, this suggestion could be considered to belong to the age of pre-independence era by a vast number of young girl, college and school students. The Women and Child Welfare Committee has in its report said that mobile phones must be banned for girl colleges and school students. The report submitted to the Karnataka Assembly says that rampant usage of mobiles has led to an increase in violence in the young girls, including minors.
ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಿನಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ನೋವಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುವಂತ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲೂ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಸಮುದಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲರ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅದರಿಂದ ಹಾಳಾಗೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಲಿ.
Well, in fact, the member from the Women and Child Welfare Department going on to state that women's lives are getting spoiled because they're using mobile phones in colleges, and that's the reason why girl students should not be allowed to use mobile phones, and even in school students should not be allowed to use mobile phones, certainly raising questions on the intention of the Women and Child Welfare Department. While on one hand it is being said that men should be educated and men should be warned and cultured and not look at women in objectionable sight, but on the other hand we have our own Women and Child Welfare Department going on to state that mobile phones lead to the abuse of women. And well, a young woman tried to mow down an RTO official who had asked the girl to stop her car. The incident occurred near Richmond town, where RTO officials were trying to seize out-of-state vehicles which had not registered with RTO in Bengaluru.
Every power to check the vehicle and stop the vehicle and seize the vehicle. I can do this.
You can't pull my keys. Then you stay here.
What do you think? You are trying to run over on him?
What's your name? Karya.
No turn. Don't try to run over the vehicle. Okay.
He's recorded. He's broken the keys of my car.
Yes.
I'm going home.
You are trying to kill him. We don't have any visiting card, uniform.
Yes, I
Name, number plate. You can take a photo also.
Yeah, please. Can you please turn? I want to.
I will will turn. Whatever the way you want, I will turn.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Well, in fact, the vehicle bore a registration plate that was registered in Madhya Pradesh. As per rules and regulations, all the vehicles that are in Bengaluru for more than 3 months that are registered out of state need to re-register or pay an extra tax. But the level of difference when we compare the registration fee outside Karnataka and inside Karnataka is very high in the state, and that's the reason why many people try to evade this tax using various tactics. And the RTO officials have been constantly checking for such vehicles, and during one such checking, the woman in question tried to even threatened to mow down one of the RTO officials.
There are many other state vehicles registered in other state and running in Karnataka without payment of Karnataka tax. As per Karnataka Motor Taxation Act, no other state vehicles can run more than a month continuously in a state. If a vehicle crosses more than a month, it should be penalized, and tax also should be collected. This action we are taken from last 3 months and collected more than 10 crore revenue to the Karnataka exchequer. And this will be continued till all the other state vehicles using in Karnataka permanently without any harm to the real tourists.
While Nityananda's Guru Purnima celebration see read from Kannada activists, the activists set fire to a canter carrying cutouts of the self-styled godman. The incident took place at Vadarahalli in Ramnagara on the Bengaluru-Mysore highway. The activists belong to the Karnataka Chaluvali Sangha. The Sangha claims that they will not let Nityananda cross the border. Ramnagara police have reached the spot and have registered a complaint in this regard. In fact, these were the scenes witnessed in the streets of Ramnagara as activists stopped a canter that was carrying cutouts of Nityananda, the self-styled godman who has faced severe flack in Karnataka over various controversies. And recently, the agitation against him had forced him to shift base to Tamil Nadu. But even as posters of his Guru Purnima celebrations came up, the pro-Kannada activists were quick to react.
Nityānandanige, Sri Baka Nityānandanige,